Hey guys, welcome back to another installment of Scriptly Adapted Entertainment. I'm one of your hosts, Kate Knowles.
Hey guys, I'm Kyote Howard. We're back in studio.
Yeah.
Little break.
Little break.
We're back
Not
with
too much.
some new shows, some new ideas. What's
Yeah.
going on, Kate?
So we're doing something kind of cutesy and fun today. We took a break from the serious superhero comic book movies. And we're talking about meet cutes. And a meet cute, specifically in a romantic comedy, is when two characters meet for the first time in a funny, adorable, entertaining kind of way. And we really thought, celebrating our 5-year anniversary this year, that it would be a fun thing to do.
Now, guys, so we wanted to educate you guys on, some cinematic terms that they use, like a meet cute, like Kate just explained. But we had a little example of a meet cute, almost similar to how we met, would you say?
Yeah.
Similar, right?
Kind of.
A little similar. So why don't you guys take a look at our example of a meet cute.
Check this out. Hey, watch it!
Hey, why so serious?
Oh, that's funny. I see you're a Batman fan too,
I'm
huh?
a huge Batman fan. Cool shirt.
Yeah, likewise.
Really cool shirt. I like the shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
All
Have
right.
a good weekend.
Take care. Bye.
Oh, sorry, guys. So yes, that was an example of a meet cute.
Of a meet cute.
Of two characters joining together. One thing brings them together, and
Yeah.
it was love at first sight, almost, right?
It was. And, the characters don't really know yet in the beginning that they will fall in love, or they just know that there's that kind of chemistry there. And it's just that beautiful dramatic irony.
So, Kate, let's get right down into it.
Yeah.
We did a skit showing a meet cute.
Yeah.
Explaining what a meet cute is. Now we need to know what films are involved. Now we picked a film that was big time as far as a meet cute, and big time as far as cinematic structure of a meet cute. So what is it? What are we doing?
Well, today, folks, we're going to be going over When Harry Met Sally, directed by Rob Reiner, starring Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan. It is honestly, I'm a sucker for rom-coms. It's honestly one of my favorites. It's a classic throwback. It's such a feel-good movie, and it's really because the whole movie is a meet cute.
Yes.
It's not just in the beginning. It's just really the entire length and the duration of the movie. It's great. I absolutely love it. There's so much to talk about regarding the film.
So now, When Harry Met Sally, we have Billy Crystal, who is, of course, Harry. We have Meg Ryan, who was absolutely, I forget how Meg Ryan, how beautiful she was.
Yeah.
She really brought a sweet innocence to the role.
Exactly.
And she obviously plays Sally, and it's directed by Rob Reiner, who's a really great film director. He's done The Story of Us with Bruce Willis
one of my
and
favorites.
Michelle Pfeiffer. The American President, which was Michael Douglas and Annette Bening, and he did North, one of my favorites, with Elijah Wood, and a whole bunch of stars in it. So he was a really decorated director. And
He is.
So this film really kind of fit his realm of films that he's done before. Those sweet, romantic, home, good feeling type of films.
Yeah.
One thing I did find interesting about this film was that the origins of the film were derived from Reiner's return to single life after divorce.
And that's very interesting you mentioned that because, and this movie is so old that I don't mind sharing intimate details about it because, I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, have seen it. The film is really talking about primarily Billy Crystal's character, Harry. He's coming off the end of a relationship. He's going to get married and then it doesn't work out, and he's trying to find his, real niche in relationships. And that to me is the most beautiful part about this film, because it's really not just the meet cutesy aspect of it, but it's also what they needed versus what they thought they needed.
Right.
And it's, they think to themselves, okay, I need a boyfriend, I need a girlfriend, I need to be in a relationship. But what they really needed was to be able to find themselves again.
Right.
And the friendship between Harry and Sally throughout the duration of the movie up until the end helps them realize things about themselves, because they love each other innocently. And they've never found that in a relationship. And they didn't, I think, honestly, that was the true gift of their relationship in the film.
Well, I found it really cool to see throughout the film, like you just touched upon, the different stages of their lives where they met.
Yeah,
Which was
I love that too.
Really, really cool. They met in so many different stages of their lives, but something still kind of brought them together, and they had this weird chemistry, of like, not lovers, but really cool friends that escalated into, obviously, a love affair.
Right.
A beautiful,
dysfunctional,
cliche-ish love affair.
Yeah.
And they met in so many different stages of their lives, college, professional, still professional, but older. So it was really cool to see that each stage was a meet cute.
Right.
Even though they knew each other.
Right.
Something brought them together, and it just almost solidified the fact that they were meant to be together.
And it was almost genius on behalf of Reiner. I mean, to like you said, to have the whole film really be this kind of quirky meeting of the minds, if you will. They're both intelligent people. They both have careers. They both have things going for them. And even when their friends meet and wind up together, that's a meet cute in itself.
Within
they were trying to hook
world.
up their friends to go to. Harry and Sally were trying to hook up each other with their friends, but their friends wound up falling in love. So that was a meet cute in itself.
But let's give major credit to, you touched upon it a little bit. Let's give major credit to Nora Ephron, who penned this entire thing. She's known for some great work, but we lost her a few years back. She passed away, but she's written so many beautiful stories similar to this, and this fits right into a wheelhouse of films that were
totally
romantic comedies, meant to make you feel good, meant to make you also meaning to having you think about situations and love, and that love comes in all situations and all sizes and all colors and all anything. So that's what she kind of did. She showed you, hey, you can meet the same person 3 or 4 times in your life and still, and still have that chemistry.
Yeah, and there were many times, as we mentioned during this film, that they meet. One of them is one of my favorite scenes in the film. The dialogue between them was so witty. We do have a clip of this, so check it out, guys.
Staying over?
Yes.
Would you like to have dinner? Just friends.
I thought you didn't believe men and women could be friends.
When did I say that?
On the ride to New York.
No. I never said this. Yes, that's right. They can't be friends. Unless both of them are involved with other people, then they can. This is an amendment to the earlier rule. If the two people are in relationships, the pressure of possible involvement is lifted. That doesn't work either, because what happens then is the person you're involved with can't understand why you need to be friends with the person you're just friends with. Like it means something is missing from the relationship and why do you have to go outside to get it? Then when you say, no, it's not true, nothing is missing from the relationship, the person you're involved with then accuses you of being secretly attracted to the person you're just friends with, which you probably are. Make them on. Who the hell are we kidding? Let's face it. Which brings us back to the earlier rule before the amendment, which is men and women can't be friends. So where does it leave us?
Harry?
What?
Goodbye.
Okay. I'll just stop walking. I'll let you go ahead.
So that's one of my favorite scenes in the film. I honestly feel like Harry is so contentious and he's just so ornery. He's like a curmudgeon. And if you see the beginning of the film when they first meet in life, You know, they've just graduated from college, and Harry's actually dating Sally's friend or roommate, and her roommate asks her to take him back to New York, take him to New York with her, and it's just how their relationship evolves over the years, and it's just kind of fate, but he's just this dark-sided, pessimistic, glass half-empty type of person, and Meg Ryan's character, Sally, is the complete opposite. I mean, and that's also interesting about Meet Cutes too. When you have people who are like polar opposites who come together, it just makes the relationship that much more witty.
I have to touch upon Billy Crystal playing Harry.
He's brilliant.
He was brilliant. I mean, just the fact that Harry's character was pretty much an hour and 45 minutes of monologue and soliloquies about relationships, and raises the question: can men and women really be friends without there being anything else? Can they just really be friends? And it touches upon that whole theory. But Billy Crystal he just went throughout the entire movie, explaining his philosophies on relationships, and then trying to put them on her to make her believe the same thing he was believing.
But she, in turn, spent the whole film countering what he was saying. But what was the real dramatic irony about that was that neither of them realized that they were, in turn, developing a relationship. It's just one of those classic films everybody will love. I saw it in film class for the first time when I was in college. And I absolutely just fell in love with it. I had a meet cute of my own when Harry met Sally. We hope you guys really enjoyed the show. As always, please support your local theaters, specifically Jacob Burns. We're huge advocates of them. They do great work helping independent movies come out and be seen. Check us out on social media. Not only now do we have Facebook, but we also have Instagram. Or the Gram, as they call it, right?
We have made it to technology standards now.
So follow us at Scriptly Adapted and, keep up to date. And we really appreciate you guys following us and supporting us and tuning into our shows.
Guys, until next time, we'll see you later. Next month, we got a new show.
Yep.
New stuff coming, as always. And just keep watching.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Later.